Plitvice Lakes is one of the most unique places to visit in Croatia. With easy walking trails, boardwalks suspended over the turquoise water, stunning viewpoints, and photogenic waterfalls, this is the type of place that is perfect for visitors of all ages. With different levels of lakes, 4 different hiking trails, 7 routes through the park, and 2 different entrances, it can be overwhelming trying to figure out how to spend your time here. Plitvice Lakes National Parks contain 16 interconnecting lakes that vary in color from emerald green to turquoise to deep blue, depending on mineral content and lighting conditions. Throw in those waterfalls and you really have something special. In 1979, Plitvice Lakes became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Croatia, receiving over 1 million visitors per year. Many come during the summer months, so if you are planning a trip from June through August, expect big crowds. Plitvice Lakes is located in central Croatia. The closest cities are Zagreb and Zadar. Here are driving distances and times from popular spots in Croatia. Zagreb, 135 kilometers, 2 hours 15 minutes. Zadar, 136 kilometers, 2 hours. Split, 260 kilometers, 3 hours. Dubrovnik, 450 kilometers, 5 hours. Pula, 275 kilometers, 3 hours 45 minutes. It is possible to visit Plitvice Lakes on a day trip from Zagreb, Zadar and Split. However, you will spend a lot of time in the car. If you are doing this in the summer months, you will most likely arrive at peak time when the boardwalks are congested with lots of people. Plitvice Lakes National Park covers over 73,000 acres. There are 4 hiking trails that are organized into 7 different routes to tour the park. Other than hiking, you can also get around by boat and by shuttle, also called the panoramic train. It's easiest to think about the park in 3 different sections. The lower lakes section includes entrance 1 and Veliki Slap, the big waterfall. From here, you can take a boat or the shuttle to the upper lakes section, with some of the prettiest boardwalk trails and waterfalls in the park. Beyond this is the 3rd section, a trail around Preskansko Lake. There is another section to the park that is not included on the main routes. There is a road and trail that runs along the western cliffs of the park, labeled Cliff Views on the map below, offering very nice aerial views over the lakes and boardwalk trails. This also includes the Veliki Slap viewpoint for the postcard photo of Plitvice Lakes. By starting from entrance 1, you are walking slightly uphill most of the way, but you are walking towards the waterfalls on the lower lakes. That means that you always get to see them in front of you. If you walk in the opposite direction, you will actually walk past some of the waterfalls and have to keep turning around to look at them. It's not a big deal, but I think it is a nicer experience to walk towards the waterfalls. Start at entrance 1. Is highly recommend getting here right at opening time, 7 a.m. during the summer, 8 a.m. the rest of the year. To walk these boardwalks with minimal traffic is a wonderful experience, and this is your best chance to take some very cool photos with few people in them. The trails really get busy around 10 a.m. By getting here at 7 a.m. in summer, you have about 3 hours before the boardwalks get swamped. This is just enough time to walk the lower and upper falls. Take the trail down to the lakes and walk the boardwalk trails. Take the short detour to Veliki Slap, the big waterfall. Optional detour right next to Veliki Slap is a staircase leading to the upper level of the cliffs. This takes you to several great viewpoints over the park as well as the postcard photo spot. You can do this now, but recommend saving it for later in the day. Stay on the boardwalks first thing in the morning to beat the crowds, and then visit these much less crowded viewpoints midday. You will come to another detour, which is optional. You can climb a long series of slippery steps up through a dark cave, Supliara Cave. From the top of the cave, follow the trail out to the upper level of the cliffs for an awesome view over the park. This is the most strenuous part of the day, but if you want this view, it's worth it. Once you reach the bridge for Lake Kozjak, turn left and head up the path to the shuttle stop. Do not cross the lakes on the Lake Kozjak bridge. At this point, you will now follow the signs to ST1, the shuttle bus stop. Take the shuttle to Station 3, which is at the far end of the upper lakes. From here, follow the signs and walk the boardwalk trails towards Lake Kozjak. This is a gorgeous part of the park with trails and boardwalks crisscrossing over the lakes. Plitvice Lakes is a year-round destination. It is open 365 days of the year. The summer months are the busiest time to visit the park. Expect congestion on the boardwalks and hot temperatures. Water levels tend to be lower during the summer months, so the waterfalls may not be as impressive. We got lucky and it rained overnight right before our visit. Spring and autumn are the best time to visit. Crowds are lower and the waterfalls are roaring during the spring months. In autumn, you can capture the lakes with the fall colors. Winter is a totally different experience. Crowds are generally low and if you are really lucky you will get to see Plitvice lakes with a layer of snow. There are 2 lodges in Plitvice. Hotel Jezero is a 3-star hotel located near the park entrance. Hotel Plitvice is budget hotel located near Hotel Jezero that gets good reviews. You can also stay in a room in a private home located 15 minutes north of the park entrance. It is very basic, but it was a nice experience staying in rural Croatia with views of the countryside.